The member for Sydney.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Can the Prime Minister confirm that wholesale electricity prices have more than doubled under his government?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, the honourable member, I can't give the honourable member confirmation about the exact percentage, but there is no doubt that wholesale electricity prices have considerably increased in very recent times. There's no doubt about that, and the major cause of that has been the increase in the price of gas, and the price of gas, wholesale price of gas, has risen dramatically. Now that has been in large part because of the policy decisions taken by state governments, in particular the state government of Victoria, which has banned the exploration and development of gas. We are taking decisive action to ensure, including the potential restriction on exports of gas, very stern measures to ensure that the East Coast domestic gas market is fully supplied. We are taking those actions to do that, and that is our response to ensure that we bring gas prices down. And as I said earlier in response to a question, I think, from the member for Port Adelaide, or the measures already announced have had a response. But in the time available, I'll ask the minister to add to my answer.
The Minister for the Environment.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And the Prime Minister's right. The Prime Minister's right. Wholesale prices have gone up. But, you know, they're only a third of the bill. And when you look at the total bill under the Labor Party, you know what happened? It doubled, Mr Speaker. It doubled. It went up over 100%. Do you remember the cash for clunkers? Yes. Do you remember pink bats? Yes. Do you remember the Citizens' Assembly? Yes. Do you remember the greatest moral challenge of our time, Mr Speaker? They were the policies that you delivered. They were the policies that you delivered. And now it's Labor governments in the Northern Territory who are sitting on 180 years worth of reserves of gas. It's the Andrews government of Victoria that is sitting on 40 years' worth of the reserves of gas, and are not only putting restrictions on unconventional gas extraction, but also on conventional gas extraction onshore. So if you want to get electricity prices down, pick up the phone to Spring Street, ring Dan the man and say, lift your moratoriums and bans. Say, lift your moratoriums and bans. Don't always blame someone else. Ring up the Northern Territory. Don't ring up the Northern Territory. Well, I tell you what, Bill. I tell you what, Leader of the Opposition. I tell you, your 45% emissions reduction target has been described as reckless and risky. Your 50% renewable energy target is like that too, Mr Speaker. Only we can be trusted with electricity prices.